There's a romantic sadness to me about time because time can give you many things, including experience, wisdom, knowledge, pain, suffering, and struggle, which all can lead to beautiful things if channeled correctly. But in return, time asks for pieces of your life. Ironically, death is a part of life. And the moment that you are born, you are destined to die. You don't control when and how you die. That's the hand of God. But one thing is for certain. Time stops for no man. The older that I get, the more melancholy I become on the concept of New Year's. For many, New Year's represents a symbol of rebirth, a new beginning. It's when they can start their plans to make their lives better, all the places that they're going to see, all the things that they're going to do, the people that they're going to meet. But to me, it's a symbol of a clock running out of sand. Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic emperor, once said that everything lasts for a day. The ones who remember and the remembered. What does this mean exactly? Think of the top movie stars and authors of today's time, like Brad Pitt, De Niro, DiCaprio, Pacino, Robert Greene, Jordan Peterson, Ryan Holiday. All of these people that if I were to go into a random group of strangers and I say one of those names, they will most likely recognize at least one name on that list. Now, if I say a random name of celebrities from 100 years ago to the same group of people, such as Humphrey Bogart, Cary Grant, Fred Astaire, Joseph Conrad, D.H. Lawrence, they would look at me like I'm absolutely insane, as if I lived in an alternate reality of who the celebrities at the time were. But 50, 60, 70 years ago, these were the Brad Pitts, the DiCaprios of their time. These were well-known names that people recognized. Going back to what Marcus Aurelius said, everything lasts for a day, the ones who remember and the remembered. In essence, this means that one day your time will come and you will depart this earth, along with all of the people who celebrated and remembered you as well. It really shows you how short-lived fame truly is, and popularity as well. This is a constant reminder that I have to play in the back of my head the longer that I create content, because the ego gets inflamed by the numbers. Now, in the grand scheme of things, I know that I'm virtually a nobody at this point in my career, but it really makes you think that you're more important than you really are when the numbers start piling in. Yes, the recognition is nice, the hard work is paying off, and I'm going to continue to keep doing what I'm doing. However, one day I will be completely forgotten. The ones who celebrate me in the moment will eventually move on to the next champion of the future. And when I die, no one will mourn my death 5 to 10 years after I'm gone. That will be my children and my grandchildren. And that's pretty much where it ends. Because think about it. How many of you think about your great-grandparents the same way you think about your mom, your dad, or your grandpa and your grandpa? You simply don't, because the gap between time between you and your great-grandparents it's such a large gap. And also, you may have never even known them on a personal level. So your emotional relationship to your great-grandparents and your parents is completely different. So you'll only be thought of basically by 2 generations removed from you, your children and your grandchildren. After your grandchildren are gone, your name is basically over as well. Because realistically, nobody is thinking about my grandparents outside of my family anymore. Their friends are gone. Their relatives are gone. And eventually it's so far removed where people now no longer know my grandparents' name the same way that I probably will never know your grandparents' name. Realistically, nobody outside of my family or myself is thinking about my grandparents or my great-grandparents. It's me, it's my brother, it's my mom, it's my dad. Outside of that, my grandparents' friends are gone with them. Their kids never knew my grandparents. So essentially to the rest of the world, they never existed. One day, my time will come on this earth where my memory and my experiences will be buried with me. Now, I'm not being cynical. I'm actually being very stoic about it. I'm not fighting this reality. I'm accepting it. It doesn't matter if you died as a 20-year-old man or a 78-year-old woman. To the kid that was born on the day you died, you were just yesterday. Think about the people from 100 years ago. The 20-year-old kid dies the same day as a 70-year-old woman. To you, it doesn't matter. That was 100 years ago. You don't care how old or when or how a lot of these people of the past died. You just know that they both died on the same day 100 years ago because to you, they are your yesterday. Everything lasts for a day. The ones who remember and the remembered. Now, I want to bring this back to the New Year's because now another year is gone. How many of us just live through the week just to get to Friday so we can execute our fun weekend plans, maybe sleep in a bit, hang out with our buddies at the sports bar and watch the game with as little worry of work as possible and then repeat that every single day? Here's one more quote for you. The days are long, but the years are short. If we keep pissing away Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday just to get to Friday and thinking that Friday, Saturday, or Sunday are the best days of the week, and every other day of the week is a waste of time because we're spending it at work or doing things we don't enjoy, such as school and other priorities, the majority of your life is going to be washed away. Those days will add up to months, and those months will add up to years. And then when you're laying on your deathbed, you realize how much time you truly wasted living 3 days out of the week. It's such a sin to let Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday be treated any less than Friday, Saturday, or Sunday simply because what is attached to them. You could be doing the things that you want to be doing during the week the same exact way that you're doing them on the weekend, but by prioritizing work and school first and making the time to do everything else you wanted to do during the weekdays. It doesn't make those days any less valuable because the days are long, but the years are short. This isn't a message to depress you. It's to light a fire under your ass to appreciate every single day that God has given you to be on this earth. It is a present to truly be here every day. And when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is I thank God for the day, no matter how much trial and tribulations that I'm going to have to face throughout the day, because I know some type of BS is going to pop up and I'm going to have to spend a lot of time and energy and effort to deal with it. But I still thank him every single day because it's better to be here than to not be here. Now, I have a newsletter that many of you are subscribed to that I send out every Monday. And those of you who read it may read it as if the author is speaking from a place of fatigue. It's cool to me because it's essentially like a digital diary where I can go back on a random Monday in 2023 and see what I was thinking and feeling that week and my mindset on how to get through it. It's essentially I'm letting the reader in on my thoughts and my mind during that time. If you would like to subscribe, it's down below in the description. You can go on my website and subscribe to my newsletter, and you can get a sneak peek on what I'm talking about. But essentially, this is the reason why I'm making this video as well, because one day I'm going to be able to look back at it when I don't feel that gratitude, because I'm a human being. Sometimes I forget what it's like to have gratitude. Sometimes I forget how blessed I am. I'm going to need a reminder. And also, when I'm gone, my kids will one day be able to watch this, and that's a bonus. But it's the same essence as the newsletter. This video is a reminder. So, the days are long, but the years are short. And remember, everything lasts for a day. The ones who remember and the remembered. Thank you. Happy New Year's. And I sincerely wish you guys a very successful future ahead of you.